So you are primarily two-finger player.
Two, I use three here and there, yeah.
And I noticed also you're doing a little flamenco with the thumb.
Yes, I started playing guitar, rhythm guitar, and then as you start getting better, obviously you start learning more and more, and I used to break down things. Emerson, Lake and Palmer, I was a big Greg Lake, another guy.
Oh, me too.
And everything, right?
Tarkus.
Yeah, Tarkus.
Great. Awesome.
On my own,
Yeah.
you know, no training, but I just put the albums on, and so I developed a little bit of that ability. This came from the flamenco, the Spanish thing.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was stealing that from you.
Absolutely, man. I wish I could steal somebody. Over the top, man. I've tried. And the hammering step.
There's nothing I do that someone else can't do. It may take, you know, especially a beginner bass player, it may take him 40 years to do it, but you know, you're already a great player, so it would, you know, take you
I would love
10 minutes.
To.
I was doing a lot for a long time as kind of just as a joke. In between songs, like at a jam, I would go. Which is actually wrong. It should be.
Right.
But I don't move it just because and then I was sitting around with it, you know, this probably it's worth something.
Handy. Absolutely.
So I started to do more. That's a couple things we do in the Winery does. So I started doing it all over the neck and everything like that as an adjunct to my my three-finger playing. But you get every note you need using primarily two fingers.
I do.
So for what you need, the notes you need for your music that's in your heart and soul, two fingers, you got it.
It's fine. Yeah. I love melodies, and for me, when I can.
Excellent. Blazing fast in time.
Usually,
totally cool.
When I play with a trio, which we don't have a guitar player, now we have pads, we have chords, so it's a beautiful place to be creative, and it allows us as bass players, right?
Because you can go. Move. And the point I was going for was that a lot of young players think that there's a requirement that you have to play with three or two or something, and there is not. You play with whatever you want, however you want. I use three, sometimes four is in there, sometimes five is in there. I do a lot of I
love that.
Just basically drum rudiments, two octaves,
right.
Or fifths.
Yeah.
There's a million ways to do it.
Yeah.
But none of them are required.
Yeah.
You just need to do what you need to do to get the music you love to work. And that's all. And you've done sessions for other people. How often do they need blazing bass playing? Almost never.
Never. What I try to remember is that I want to be that chameleon cat that puts a hat on. I'll go into a pop session and play whole notes and half notes, and come in with a good attitude, prepare myself, do homework, get the music if I can in front of me, show up, do a good job, have a good time, and walk away. And that was my thing.
From emails I get and from young players, there's always this underlying fear and burden that they have to have all this together before they can even start.
Exactly.
And when you started, I started, I could barely play. I mean, I just was up on stage and this is how it goes. There's the mic, sing the part, and that was it.
Yeah. For me, it was a garage band at home. I grew up in Tijuana, Mexico, and there was another band. Me and my brother started. I give my dad a lot of credit because he built a little room like this, soundproofed it, and says, go bananas, got him a drum set, got him a guitar and a little Fender Twin. When I switched over to bass, I understood that for me, it was more of a supportive role. I never really got busy enough with the guitar to play lead or whatever. A couple of parts here and there, but nothing too impressive.
A similar thing, I could play chords.
Right.
And I got to bar chords, and I had one lead. But I wanted to play bass, and right away I got into Paul Samuel Smith from the Yardbirds.
Wow.
And he was doing this like a... At the time, 67
pretty
was
advanced.
Yngwie of bass. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
They did a song called Lost Woman. which is just blazing bass. And there were a lot of busy players, and there, a lot of early songs. The bass is moving all over the place.
Beautiful stuff.
And I would put on a radio, and it was late 60s, early 70s, or into the early 70s, just put on my little AM radio and play along to every song. Even, you know, like Tears of a Clown, or Temptation Stuff, or Rare Earth, or all these bands, you know.
I don't know what key it was.
Brilliant. Great band. It's all right.
Great songs.
Great. So I just play along. So the supportive thing was always there. But when I got in a three-piece band, then I had to do two things at once. So we'd do like. Do the organ stabs. Yeah, exactly. Do all the extra little things. That's why coming up in a three-piece band as a bass player is always it's so much fun. But anyway, back to our finger thingy.
The three-finger thing, yeah.
I just do basically three, and I do this so much that it becomes where I try to get four. Make sure that because most of the music we do is four. Get the accent that one. Then I'll sit for hours and do that, and then I'll accent. And then accent to two, then accent to three, then accent only the four, and then just do 1 and 4 or 2 and 3, and every combination, just sit there for hours, drive people crazy.
Beautiful.
But that hours and hours and hours of hard labor.
Yes.
Later on, there's a smoothness that you start to get when you've covered every possibility of what your hands are, what you want your hands to do, and so parts going in from part to part, from move to move. Area to area, transitions are now musical.
Yes.
And I spend a lot of time on mechanics so that I can not think when I'm playing music. I did the Metal Masters thing, you know, Slayer, Anthrax, Megadeth guys. Not really my thing, but only because I do mostly singing rock bands.
Yeah.
But I really appreciate what they do. That super fast, you know, and locked in solid.
Yeah.
And it's an amazing technical requirement to do that stuff. And I have great respect for those guys. It was a thrill and an honor to play with those guys. And Phil Anselmo from Pantera, I love that guy. We're in sound check, you know. He's up there and we're figuring stuff out. And he comes over and he goes, "Are you a little nervous?" I almost died.
That was perfect.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Challenging music, very dynamic, man. It's like
Gary Holt is a Slayer guy. That amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, in a different world, that would be incredible jazz or classical chops.
Exactly.
You know, unbelievable. He chooses to do metal, but it's awesome. And those guys are really gaining a lot of respect with me.
They are.
And
you know, it
I
would
like
be
the
challenging.
Challenge. I love the challenge. We both have the same thing.
The challenge would be, yeah.
That's why I was playing the Slayer stuff. I got to, you know, super fast, and it's got to be locked right in with everything. It's cool. It's
30
cool.
second.
Dug it. And when it's rock solid, it is ferocious. An open D string. That's for the first 10 years of playing. That's the only way we tune.
Yeah.
Somebody would play a note and we'd all tune to it.
Right.
We didn't have tuners.
Right.
Okay.
You go back.
These young whippersnappers. What's next for you?
So we're doing Black Star Riders. We just did our first run.
I got it.
With Ricky Warwick, was amazing. Damon Johnson from Alice on guitar. Scott Gorham from the original Lizzie lineup. Jimmy DeGrasso from Megadeth and Alice on drums. Another drummer that I love.
I think he briefly played in Tallis.
He did he?
Yeah, after I left.
Oh my gosh, oh my God. That guy's been around. This year we're going to be touring the US with Black Star Riders. The album is All Hell Breaks Loose.
Yeah.
Trying to get a little buzz, getting on the radar. And a few sessions. Dolores O'Riordan, I'm working with her too from the Cranberries, and a solo album.
Great.
So music all around. Thank God. It's going to be a busy year. Brother, you are, I know I got to see one of your shows with the Winery.
Yeah.
You guys got a lot
Thank
going
you.
on
Yeah,
there.
we're going to be
amazing.
we'll be touring all summer, producing a couple things here and there. Young lady singer from New York City, and then we're also going to be working on a new Mr. Big record. And then and I'm always writing. I got with my iPhone. Whenever I sit around a hotel room practicing, and I set my iPhone up and click record and explain to myself into the camera. Okay, here's the thing. And now and the right fingers, you know. And so I got like hundreds of little movies of me explaining. Sometimes it's a bass thingy. Sometimes it's a song.
Melody,
sometimes it's whatever.
Document everything. That's
so
cool, man.
I'll try to put some of that together.
I got to get into that.
Actual music.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, it's been great for me personally hanging out with you, bro. Much
I-
love and respect.
Likewise, my
And
brother.
a big
my brother.
fan. And good luck with
Fantastic.
the Winery Dogs
Beautiful.
and Mr. Big. Go,
Ready.
baby. We'll do a little jam?
Okay. Awesome, bro.
Thank you, brother. That was fun.